Ambulance, what's the town or suburb of your emergency?
Toowoomba, Wellcamp.
What's your name?
April.
Okay, April, we're going to get some help out there for you. Okay, tell me exactly what's happened.
The motorbike accident, car hit a motorbike.
So, point of impact, I remember seeing the car coming at me. I remember a really loud bang that went off in both my eardrums, kind of like when you see in a movie a grenade goes off and everyone's ears are ringing.
Are you with him now?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, is he awake?
Yeah.
Is he breathing?
Only just.
I remember somersaulting a couple times, and then the next thing is I would have hit the ground, and there was another god-awful crack right up in my eardrums. I guess that would have been probably my left arm breaking at that point.
Is there any serious bleeding?
Yes.
I then was able to lift myself up enough from my upper torso to be able to look down my body, and then I remember seeing a river of blood starting to come out.
Yeah, he's lost a lot of blood. He's really, the blood's running down the road. Yeah, help's only here, mate. It's only here. Hold on. You're right, mate. You're right.
And then I glanced a little bit off to my right there, and then I saw my entire right leg quite a distance away from me. And then from that point, that's kind of like when my lights went out, but I could still hear everything going on, so.
Yeah, he's losing a lot of blood.
Okay, so what we need to do, I'm going to tell you how to stop the bleeding.
Okay.
I need you to get a clean, dry cloth or towel and place it right on the wound.
He's just saying, try and put it on the blood down there, in there. Yep.
Yeah, just place it directly on the wound. Press down firmly.
Put it straight on there. Yep. Press it down firmly. Yep.
And do not lift it up to look. Okay.
Don't lift it up to look.
When Zach arrived at hospital, he had catastrophic pelvic and lower limb injuries. His leg had been amputated at the time of his trauma, and he had a devastating right pelvic injury, which resulted in exposure of his internal structures.
So I'd started my shift at 6 in the morning, and at 8 o'clock in the morning, the air crew and the doctor joined us on shift. Shortly after 8 o'clock, we got a call came in for a motorcycle accident, and they asked us to respond by road in the ambulance car that we have on the base. We headed off on a lights and sirens response for what was about a 5-minute drive out to where Zach's accident scene was. Every time I go around the corner, I have the memory of both you and the incident itself and what it was actually like. And so in my mind, it became this Zach's corner. For you that day, the system just worked.
Hearing it from everyone else's point of view, it seemed that like everything just lined up so perfectly.
Yeah. The very first thing I saw was the blood on the road, and so it was like this river that was running a good 5 or 6 metres from where you were. We had to keep things moving and spend as little time there as possible. I said to all the ambulance crew that were there, QAS crew, all we're going to do is keep an eye on Zach's ABCs and put 2 cannulas in, and then we're going to leave. I think we were only on the scene for about 13 minutes, which is pretty good.
So the trip to hospital from the accident site was very quick. I remember one of the LifeFlight paramedics telling me to lay down, and then I remember feeling hands on my shoulders, so at one point I must have been trying to get up.
The bystander on scene provided life-saving first aid prior to the arrival of the ambulance and LifeFlight pre-hospital team, who conducted ongoing bleeding control, resuscitation and rapid transport to hospital.
LifeFlight's role in my situation was quite crucial. Having the critical care paramedics and doctor less than 5 minutes away, being able to scoop me up within 10-15 minutes was obviously instrumental in my survival.
It's a miracle that he survived, and the feeling of being able to be part of the team that helped him survive, I'm really proud of that.
Our team in the ED received pre-hospital notification from the LifeFlight team, which was crucial in activating the trauma response processes that we initiate for patients with life-threatening injuries. Having
The LifeFlight crew rocking and ready to go by the time I was finished up in surgery obviously helped my chances of survival to get me down to the PA quickly.
I think what saved Zach on the day was the system that we get to be a part of. We had some really good bystanders that knew first aid, that knew about compressing really serious bleeding wounds. We had a really good ambulance crew on that day that worked really well with us. The fact that our LifeFlight base wasn't far away. We had a really good receiving team at the Toowoomba Hospital and backed up by a team of surgeons and anaesthetists that were ready to do the initial surgery on Zach. And then we had our helicopter, so we were able to get him to Brisbane within a few hours of the accident actually happening.
Yeah, it's a very traumatic experience for not only me, but everyone who had to witness that. So yeah, it's very hard to sort of move forward through that. It's taken me quite a time to try and figure out how to navigate it successfully. Yeah, I was quite bitter, quite angry for those first 2-3 years. I was in hospital for close to 100 days in total. 6 of those were in ICU and in induced coma. I had 17 surgeries in total, so went underneath the knife a fair bit. While I was in hospital, there's probably 5 times that I can think of that were really low points in my recovery process, kind of where I just didn't really want to continue on, wanted to sort of tap out early. It's been quite a long 7 and a bit years since the accidents happened, so again, yeah, my mental game's really only come good for probably like this last 6 months. Yeah, I guess I turned a bit of a corner. I don't really know what the future holds for me, but at least I can actually look forward to it now.
There it is.
What's going on, guys?
How are you?
Good. How you guys been?
Very good. Welcome back.
I'm very grateful for the actual paramedics who first rocked up, who were able to help out with the entire situation, and also extremely grateful for the LifeFlight paramedics who got there very quickly.
And it was one of the best jobs that I've ever been a part of as far as a team, because it was serious stakes to get you there as quick as we could. We were one agency, one part of a whole bunch of people that came together that day.
I'm super grateful that first responders, so the people actually on site when the actual accident happened. So obviously I wouldn't be here without their quick thinking. I'm very sorry as well for putting them in that situation, but I'm very grateful that they pulled it together.
Yeah, just hold on, mate. Yeah, you've got it, you've got it, you've got it. Yeah, well done, well done.
Okay, the paramedics are with you?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. Okay, April, you've done a fantastic job. I'll leave you with them.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.